Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Smart Start of OBG with GK. So today we will discuss the topic about the menstrual cycle. So first is the definition of the menstrual cycle. What is the definition? What is the menstrual cycle? So as name suggests, cycle is a process which will be continued throughout the life. So what is the menstrual cycle? Menstrual cycle is a series of changes that occur in production of hormone, uterus and ovary during the reproductive life of a woman to prepare the woman for the pregnancy, to conceive the pregnancy. So this is the menstrual cycle. So what is the duration of the menstrual cycle? The duration for the menstrual cycle, it can be varied from the 21 to 35 days. The average duration of the menstrual cycle is the 28 days. That means it can be vary among the women from 21 to 35 days, but the average duration of the menstrual cycle is the 28 days. So flow time means how many days the bleeding will be occur. The bleeding can be occur from the 3 to 7 days. The average duration among the women can be 4 days. So now, what are the hormones responsible for the menstrual cycle, or what are the important hormones for the menstrual cycle? So important hormone in the menstrual cycle are the FSH and LH hormone. This FSH and LH hormone are the follicle stimulating hormone and the luteinizing hormone. These hormones are the gonadotrophic hormones. So next are the progesterone and the estrogen hormone. Progesterone and estrogen hormone. Whenever the level of the progesterone and estrogen, and especially the progesterone level, is lower in the blood, at that time what will be happen? The hypothalamus, which is the master gland of the endocrine system, it will be stimulated. This hypothalamus, it will release the one hormone that is known as the GnRH hormone, that is the gonadotropin releasing hormone. This gonadotropin releasing hormone, what it will do? It will stimulate the pituitary gland, and especially it will stimulate the anterior pituitary gland to release the FSH and LH. That means again the menstrual cycle will be start. That means this progesterone level of the progesterone level in the blood, that will depend on that the menstrual cycle will be depend. That means if the level of the progesterone is lower in the blood, this cycle again this cycle will be started. So these are the hormones which are important in the menstrual cycle. Now we will discuss about the phases of the menstrual cycle. So about the phases, we are having the 3 phases and the menstrual cycle, and these are the first is the menstrual phase. Menstrual phase. Second is the proliferative phase. Proliferative phase. And third phase is the secretory phase. So sometimes we can also consider the one phase, that is the ovulatory phase. Ovulatory phase. Mainly we are having the 3 phases, that are the menstrual phase, proliferative phase and the secretory phase. Sometimes this ovulatory phase can be also considered in the menstrual cycle. So as we already discussed that the average duration of the menstrual cycle is the 28 days. That means these 3 phases and these 4 phases will be divided with this 28 days. So this menstrual phase, it is from the 1 to 4 day, and this proliferative phase is from the 5 to 10 days. This secretory phase, this is for the 11 to 28 days, and this ovulatory phase, it will become on the 14 days when the egg will be released. So now we will discuss about these phases. So first phase is the menstrual phase. What is this phase? This phase is the menstrual phase, means it is during this phase there will be menstrual bleeding. The blood will be flow. That means what will be happen at this time? If there is no fertilization, means if the ovum and egg they are not fertilized at that time, what will be happen? The level of the progesterone hormone will be lower in your blood, and in that leading to that the hypothalamus, it will release the GnRH hormone, and it will stimulate the anterior pituitary gland, and again it will stimulate the FSH and the LH hormone. At that time, what will be happen, when the FSH hormone will be released, it will again start the cycle, and it will lead to mature the Graafian follicle who are containing the egg, and they will be released at the time of the ovulation phase. When the level of the progesterone is low, what will be happen, the endometrium layer will be start to shedding off. That means the endometrial layer, which is prepared during this menstrual cycle to in attempt to conceive the pregnancy if the woman is getting the fertilized. Now the woman is not fertilized, so what will be happen, that endometrium which was prepared for the pregnancy, for the conceiving of the pregnancy, that will be start to be shut down. Due to the shedding of the menstrual cycle, the menstrual phase will be started and the lady will be start to be bleed. So this phase will be up to the 4th day. So it will be discussed like this. So in first phase, what will be happen, this endometrium start to be shedding. So that means it will be start to be decrease. So this is the menstrual phase, and this phase is up to the 4 days. So after that, there is a proliferative phase, and if we are discussing about the hormone, then what will be happen during the first 14 days. This is the 14 days. If we are discuss about the days, first is the menstrual phase, second this phase is the proliferative phase, and this phase is from the 5 to 10 days, and that means 10 and 4 14. On the 14 days, what will be happen, there will be ovulation. That means egg will be released. So this is the ovulatory phase. Here ovulation will be occur, and last 14 days, these are the secretory phase. Now during the first 14 days, the level of the FSH hormone will be high. The level of the FSH hormone will be high during the first 14 days, because at this time what will be happen, the Graafian follicle, they will be start to mature to release the ovum at the time of the 14 days, and during this phase the level of the LH, that will be low. And after the 14 day, when the ovulation will be occur, that means at the time of the ovulatory phase, the level of the LH hormone, it will be trigger out. That means the level of the LH will be high. It will be trigger out, and after that it will be start to be decline. And during the last 14 days, the level of the FSH hormone, it will be decline. This is about the FSH and the LH hormone. If we are discussing about the progesterone and the estrogen hormone, then at the time of the first 14 days, the level of progesterone is low, and after 14 days, the level of progesterone hormone is high due to the high level of the LH hormone, which is responsible for maintaining the progesterone, the high level of the progesterone in the blood. So during the first 14 days, the level of the estrogen is high, and after that the level of estrogen will be low. So now in a menstrual phase, what will be happen? There will be a bleeding. That means endometrium is shutting down. Then during the proliferative phase, in this time, what will be happen? Because as we already discussed that it is a cycle. That means it will be continuous process. Means after when the bleeding will be occur, then now again the endometrium has to be prepared for conceiving. So now again in a proliferative phase, again the endometrium start to be grow up. It will be again start to be grow up, and at the same time, as we discussed that the level of the FSH hormone is high during the first 14 days. So what it will do? It will start to mature the Graafian follicles. That means the Graafian follicles, they will be start to be mature to release the ovum. So on the 14th day, this Graafian follicle, it will be ruptured and it will release the ovum. And this process, the rupturing of the Graafian follicle and releasing the ovum, that is known as the ovulation. So that's why on a 14th day, we are considering it is as a ovulatory phase, because at this time the ovulation will be occur. Now the egg is released. That means now the woman is ready for the fertilization if she gain the sperm. So at this time now the level of the LH hormone is high. Why this LH hormone is high? Because this LH hormone, it will maintain the high level of the progesterone in a blood. That will maintain the high level of the progesterone in a blood. As we already discussed that whenever, until unless the level of the progesterone is high, this cycle will be maintained. When the level of the progesterone will be low, again endometrium will be shut down. So at this time now proliferative phase, this endometrium again has to be developed. Again it will be developed and prepared to it will be prepared for the conception. So this will be up to the 14 days. At a 14-day ovulation will be happen. That means egg will be released. Now the woman is ready for the fertilization. So during this secretory phase, what will be happen? This endometrium, it will be again, it will start to be thick up. It will be thicken theirself to mature, to so that after the fertilization that can conceive. That means that can be the space can be provided for the fertilized ovum or zygote to develop. So during this secretory phase, again this endometrium will be thicken itself. It will be secrete the hormones and it will be secreted. So during this time, now the level of the progesterone is high, estrogen is low, LH level is high. Now what will be happen? Now there will be, it can be a two cases can be happen. That means once the fertilization can be happen, or second chance is fertilization will be not happen. Now firstly we will discuss about what happen if the fertilization is not happen. That means if fertilization is not happen. Now at that time what will be happen? If the woman is not fertilized, she is not receiving the sperm, what will be happen? At that time the LH hormone, what will be happen? This Graafian follicle, that Graafian follicle at that is known as the corpus luteum. This Graafian follicle, anti-Graafian follicle, that is known as the corpus luteum. This corpus luteum, it maintains the progesterone hormone. If fertilization not happen, this corpus luteum, it will be degenerate. This corpus luteum, it is also known as a yellow body, and it maintains the high level of the progesterone in the blood. If fertilization not occur, this corpus luteum that will be degenerate and it will be converted into the corpus albicans, that is also known as the white body. These are the white body. So if fertilization not happen, this corpus luteum, it will be degenerate. That means it will convert it into the white body. Due to the degeneration of the corpus luteum, the level of the progesterone will be low in the blood. As we already discussed this, when the level of the progesterone is lower down, what will be happen? Again this cycle will be started. That means after this phase, again the menstrual phase will be started. That's why it is in a circulation. That means menstrual phase, then proliferative phase, then secretory phase, and again the menstrual phase. So if fertilization not happen, this will be degenerate, leading to the low level of the progesterone. That will be leading the stimulation of the hypothalamus, that again release the GnRH hormone. That due to the level of the GnRHF, RH, what will be happen? Pituitary gland, that again start to developing the, releasing the FSH and LH. So this FSH again start the maturation of the another Graafian follicle to release the ovum. So that means if the fertilization not happen, this cycle will be again start. Now if fertilization happen, that means if the woman is fertilized, then at that time what will be happen? If woman is fertilized, so after the fertilization, there will be starting of developing the zygote, then morula, then after the blastocyst, then जो हमारे पास होते हैं corpus, sorry, that are the trophoblastic cell. Trophoblastic cell. If the fertilization happen, then these trophoblastic cells, what they will do, they will release the one hormone, that is the HCG hormone, that is a human chronogonadotrophin hormone. This HCG hormone, what it will do, it will stop the corpus luteum to degenerate. That means it will stop the degeneration of the corpus luteum. That means now the corpus luteum will be maintained. Corpus luteum maintained, that means there will be the increased level of the progesterone in the blood. There will be high level of the progesterone in the blood, as we already discussed. Until unless the progesterone level is high, this cycle will be not started again. That means there will be no further secretion of the FSH and the LH. Endometrium will be no shut down. That means if the fertilization happen, the mature fertilized egg, that is zygote, trophoblastic cell, what they will do, they will release a hormone, HCG hormone. This HCG hormone that will maintain the corpus luteum to, it will maintain the corpus luteum and it will prevent the degeneration of the corpus luteum. So until unless corpus luteum is mature, the level of the progesterone will be high. Until unless the level of the progesterone is high, this cycle will be not started. That means the pregnancy will be conceived. Now the woman is ready for the conception. So that is about the menstrual cycle and how it will be work. So now we can summarize about the menstrual cycle. So what is the menstrual cycle? This is the series of changes that occur in the production of the hormone. That hormone, that are the FSH hormone, LH hormone, progesterone hormone and the estrogen hormone, uterus and ovary in attempt to prepare the woman for the pregnancy. That is the menstrual cycle. In menstrual cycle, we discuss about the hormone FSH, LH, progesterone and estrogen. As we already discussed, whenever until unless the level of the progesterone is high in the blood, this cycle will be not continue. That means the endometrium will be not shutting down. There will be no menstrual phase. When the level of the progesterone is low, then that level of the progesterone is maintained by the corpus luteum, and this corpus luteum, it is the empty Graafian follicle that will, after the releasing the egg, empty Graafian follicle, they are known as the corpus luteum. And that means that's why after the 14 days the level of the progesterone is high. So this will prevent the shedding of the endometrium. So during these phases, the endometrium is thickened itself so that it will be ready to conceive, so that the fertilized egg can be fertilized or implant in this endometrium layer. So this HCG hormone, this is having the main part or important part in during this menstrual cycle, because if it will be not released, this corpus luteum will be degenerate. That's why pregnancy can be detected with the help of the presence of the HCG hormone in the urine. If the woman is pregnant, in her urine, the level of the HCG hormone will be present because it prevents the degeneration of the corpus luteum. And after as we already know that placenta maintain the progesterone level in our blood, means high level of the progesterone in the blood during the pregnancy. So when the placenta is developed, then at that time this corpus luteum will be degenerate, because now the level of the progesterone will be maintained by the placenta. That's why during the pregnancy, throughout the pregnancy, the progesterone level will be high. If progesterone level is low, then it will lead to the shedding of the endometrium. So that is all about the menstrual cycle. Hope you all understand about this. So this is, hello guys, this is my new channel that is a smart start of the OBG with GK. Hope you like my lecture. If you like this lecture, then subscribe my channel, like, share and comment on my channel, and so that you can get the new notification. Thank you everyone.